at a point where, like, you kept hammering it and it wasn't fixing the thing that you were trying to fix?
Just started a new session. I feel
Oh, and then
like
that's how you did it?
go thing.
Now when you
Oh
start a
wait,
new session, did you, like, I'm sorry, your audio is a little muffled. I apologize if I spoke over you for a minute there. I just heard a hint of you talking. I was like, "Oh, I was talking." Um,
yep.
but, did you ever, like, when you did that, when you spawned a new session, how did you keep it on track? Did you, like, take the code that you already had and fed it to the new session?
Yep. Basically, whenever I start a new session with an AI, if I wanted to act as my programmer, is I start with a prompt that says, "You're now going to act as my senior developer. Now, I want you to have the following characteristics, and now I want you to be super meticulous. And I'm going to send you some code, which I want you to fix. I want you to analyze the code first and tell me how you understand it. And don't do anything to change it." So I send it the code, and then I see how it actually understands what the code is. And if I see that it did understand what I was trying to do, I then proceed with, okay, there are some errors in this code which returns this particular error. Now I want you to fix it, or tell me how to fix it. You don't need to rebuild the entire code. Just tell me how to fix it. Which parts do I look for? And how do I fix it? Something like that.
Mhm. Okay.
So
That's pretty
basically, I
straightforward.
do debug.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. That's the thing. So you get to the stage where, like, you have the thing, it mostly does the things you need, but now you're debugging, and the original conversation or the previous tab, for instance, is no longer cutting it because it's just got too much to work with. I mean, trying to figure out what do I squeeze into my context window. I don't even think it tries. I think it's just like has a trailing off point where certain things before certain points in the conversation, unless they have a certain keyword, get dropped. So there's always missing context. I remember we were doing a scenario yesterday where um, Claude Code, well, my friend told me about how Claude Code would say it read something, and you're like, dude, you only read like 20 lines out of these 70 lines. Read the whole freaking document before telling me what course of action to take. And
Yep.
I'm not sure if this would help in that scenario, but one thing I learned like a few months ago was that like I was doing a training course and it was a bullshit portion of the course that was just like really, really dull. And I forgot I didn't learn this then. I think I learned it before that, but essentially, actually, yeah, it was during this training course, and the answer was if I give you like a PDF document that's 20 pages, okay, that's doable. But we're dealing with IBM Redbook that's 700 pages. We only need to know about this particular parameter, this particular element of code, and how IBM expects us to use it. And so before telling it to use the document, I would say index this document. And so essentially, a lot of times the document would have an index, but if it didn't have a table of contents, it could at least look at the beginning of, each part, each paragraph and get the theme and list it like that. So now instead of like having to go through a 700-page document or even a 100-page document, something simpler and cleaner to index, like especially very directed and focused on the topic, it would go to index first, see if there's anything that's related to the thing it needs to know, and then it would only have to now, like in theory, at least how I envision it, only include this portion that was based on the index on a specific page and you know, basically a specific page. So now instead of doing all 100 pages, it's only pulling one page to add it to the words that I gave it in my prompt in order to give me an answer. And that sometimes led to better results, and it certainly does. Like one thing I learned is that you can't just bombard it with like 10 documents and ask it questions like, it's going to leave something out.
Yep. So it's something that I learned from my previous job as a virtual assistant. I used to work for an SEO company, basically. And that SEO company used ChatGPT a lot. And I saw how my employer would construct the prompts. So my employer would actually construct the prompts like almost like programming, but it would be something like I want you to act as my senior web developer. Now I want you to create this particular type of website with these specific parameters. Now, before you begin, I want you to ask me a question at each stage of the development of this website. So we're going to take this step by step. Now, ask me a question as to when you start with step one. Ask me several questions as to how this should be designed. And then ChatGPT would start to create the website in the modular manner as instructed as prompted by my employer. So I was like, oh, so that's how it's done. I'm like, okay, let me steal that.
Yep, yep. And that's the thing. Like, I did try to at the beginning, before I knew what a context window was, you did suggest tell AI that you are my senior developer, and that kind of helped a little bit. It set the pace, but it was still a confused senior developer pretty much the minute I added one too many features extra. And that was what was cool about the video encoding project, was that I know exactly what I needed to do, and I've seen it done a dozen different ways, and I'm doing this in a really simple way, basically. And so, very simple script. But the minute you add the lines of code that do this one thing, subtitles or audio selection, especially audio track selection, it gets complicated. So I could add one feature but not the other. And it didn't matter which feature I added.
Harris is now learning the hard way. You don't turn in place in Harvard Court.
Oh my, oh, yeah, that's hard, man. That's rough. Duh, man, it's rough, Boris. Just keep it up, man. But yeah, I know about that LR button thing, and I still have trouble. Yesterday I was playing it, I'm asking Elle, I'm like, so do I turn left while pressing R1, or do I turn right while pressing R1? It was basically the opposite of whatever R button you're pressing. And I know when I was doing some of the earlier guys, I was able to do, like, I think R1 and the left D-pad, and that allowed me to keep the target square on the guy while I circled the guy. And at the same time, the fact that I was moving, allowed me to minimize the amount of impact I take.
Oh yeah, generally you don't want to be turning in place. If you want to be turning, you should be sidestepping. You know how to sidestep, right? L and R.
Oh, question.
Yeah?
When you say sidestepping, is that without the boost? I mean, I've noticed that sometimes I can do it without the boost and not get hit, and it works, but I've only relied on it when I ran out of booster energy.
Those super fast 118k legs, and then I just sidestep without boosting. Now I know it only has like 200 or was it 235 or something kilometers per hour, but basically when you're sidestepping, those legs have a little bit of a hop to them, so you avoid most bullets. You actually avoid most bullets while sidestepping.
Yeah.
You can make the hop when sidestepping. They're also super fast.
The test is over. From this moment on, you are a Raven.
That's interesting. Okay. But yeah, I'm at an impasse at the game. I gotta re-equip my mech. You know my situation. You saw me stream the other night.
You can try some of the missions. I recommend you buy the 1,000 round submachine gun, and you should just fly through most of those missions. Also, put on more armor, I guess. Don't use those skinny legs.
Well, but the skinny legs are faster, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're not good for missions, because you never know what you're gonna get in a mission.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I got you. For missions, okay, I'm thinking about the arena still, but you're right, you're talking about missions. And the arena, maybe the speed helps, but it's like anything else, like Star Wars Rogue Squadron for Nintendo 64. You can fly many planes, especially when you progress through the game. You unlock planes that you could, like aircraft, spacecraft, starfighters, that you get later in the game. You can use them early in the game if you're doing a second run, or after you clear a certain plane, aircraft, it becomes available on the earlier levels. So you get to see how these decisions impact. And when you're in the hangar bay, the narrator is telling you what each plane is good for. So the X-wing is like really just a sophisticated fighter plane. It's got shields. It's great at navigation. It's got good, weapons. It's got the quad laser turrets that you can choose to fire simultaneously. And if you can land a hit on an enemy with all 4 lasers, you can get a TIE fighter in one shot. But if you miss, it doesn't rapid fire. So what you might do is have it shoot 1 turret at a time in rapid succession. And so if you get like 3 out of 4 and 1 misses, but then you get the 5th one on the target, you still shoot down the bad guy. So I liked being able to shoot all 4, but it was nice to have that flexibility. Now with the Y-wing, it was slower, it was less maneuverable. It only had like basic 2 blasters on the front, an ion cannon, which actually if you charge up the ion cannon and hit the TIE fighter,
System
it disables
engaged.
it, which effectively makes it crash. And it had proton bombs, which literally bomber ordnance. You drop them on targets on the ground, so they're not really designed to take out anything that's flying. But it could take a pounding, so in exchange for a slower craft, you got stronger shielding, basically. And so it was like, okay, that's a good trade-off. And there was one level where you're in a volcano. In fact, the same volcano where Obi-Wan said, "Anakin, I have the high ground." Yeah, that one. And if you fly too low, your B-wing, your Y-wing blows up. And then there was the A-wing. And the A-wing was like fast attack, as maneuverable as a TIE interceptor, and those are known for high maneuverability. But it did have some shields, which, like, unlike the Imperials, they still went for sophistication on this one. But you had to make trade-offs here, and so you couldn't customize the craft like you can in Armored Core L. But you can at least you could like choose the craft that's right for the job, and then you could sometimes change how the blasters work on a given fighter, like whether it shoots both cannons at once and hits home at the same time, or it's alternating between them to give you a little bit more rapid fire in exchange for cutting your landing hit. Your hit would be like half as potent, but if it's not hitting anyway, what good is double potency on a hit? So,
System
with Armored
engaged.
Core, it has that dimension with the customization. And
This is
that's
a
thing
guard.
where, like right
Before
now,
the enemy is
I hit
expected.
obstacles
Leave
with
the rest up
the
to you.
weight, for example.
Yep. You also have to
Oh,
think
it's got
about,
Zaku. Sorry, go on.
the velocity of the rounds of your primary weapon. Like you might
Yeah.
think like a higher damage round or a higher damage weapon is good. Then when you start firing it, you see the enemy is just boosting away from it every time. He's just avoiding it because it has super low velocity. Like it doesn't even reach the target before they can boost away.
Mhm.
Like the bazooka rounds, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Like you shoot from afar. If the opponent boosts away at the last second, it can avoid it completely, even if you have full lock on. Or you shoot a slow round while an enemy is like boosting sidewards. It won't hit. So
Yep.
yeah. That's why I recommended the rifle. Look how fast the rifle rounds go. Like not the rate of fire, but how fast the bullets actually hit the target. It's almost instant. So there's no way to actually avoid it once you're locked on.
Hmm. So far, I think I have the green submachine gun, or it's got the little green coloring on it. It's like gray and green, and I do feel that that one does seem to have a pretty slow rate of fire.
Oh, you mean the giant green rifle? That
Yes.
yeah, but it has a slow rate of fire. But look how fast its bullets actually reach the target. That's why I recommended it. Like
Okay.
they're super.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Once you're locked on, you shoot it, it's gonna hit the target. Like some of these submachine guns have a lower velocity on the rounds, so they can actually be avoided. Try circle arrows. There you go.
What's clear? Oh, yeah, it was great. Sorry, that song stuck in my head. I love how Oris is piloting it straight up. I mean, it's not exactly a Zaku, but that looks like a Zaku right there.
It's the
Well, it's a good choice, man. I love it. I like it. It's even got the head from the back looks like a Zaku. I mean, yeah, that is a great build, man. And you're doing a lot better than a lot of Xeon pilots during the 1 year war.
And 12 AC and actually.
I hope. Yeah, drawing new types. Speaking of new types, man.
You guys a rifle. You become a new type in this game and get your credits down to negative 50,000. Yeah, keep losing missions.
Why?
If you want to become a new type, that's how you do it in this game. You become human plus. Try it. Like, just keep losing missions until your credits reach negative 50,000. It triggers a secret. Also, it carries over to the other Armored Core games. Like, you can load your save from here as a human plus into Project Phantasma. And now you're a human plus in Project Phantasma. You got the nice shiny laser blade that shoots something out. It shoots a blade beam. I think Ronnie saw some of those while fighting.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, you get those.
Insane, Elle.
You get those if you become human plus. So yeah, this game encourages you to do very badly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'll keep.
it's a secret that you're supposed to go negative 50,000 credits.
Wait, but I'm sorry. Wait, you lose credits from losing in battle?
Engaged.
In the missions, basically you have to pay for the repairs, for the ammo you use.
Oh. Okay. I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I can picture that. That's good to know. Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly easy mode, because you'll still be down on credits, basically. So you'll have very good. But as a human plus.
Now, does is that like a deficit where like every time you earn money like between missions or between arena battles, it'll bring that negative balance up, assuming you don't take more damage, but you're basically digging yourself out of a hole, or does it start at zero after you're in? When you're in a negative, does the money you earn go that hole, or does
it start at zero again? I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually, but I think it does start at zero again.
God, yeah, I don't remember it.
You use all your energy. The laser blade uses energy. Put your energy at the side. That's if you exhaust it, then you're vulnerable for quite a while. Boosting costs energy. Energy weapons cost energy. Sometimes just walking costs energy, depending on the legs.
AC unit destroyed. Combat halted.
It actually has some stats if you look as to how much energy each part drains.
I'm gonna go get me the English version of Project Phantasma so that I can actually read what it says, because I think that I guess what a lot of things mean in there, but some of them have words in English, some of them don't.
Like AP point, offensive point, and those are self-explanatory. Yeah, you will die super fast in this mission. Like, they start shooting you right away. It's not even fair.
Yeah, I remember that. I had one like that. It was insane.
Over here, also, this game predicted drones. Yay. Look. Army drones.
That's an interesting one. So I recently learned that they came out with a new upgrade for the B-52. So the B-52 Strato Fortress has been in service since the late 1950s, and it's received upgrades throughout the years because it's such a big plane that I guess it's not that hard to put like new stuff inside of it and bounce it to the outside, like things like laser sensors for guided munitions. And B-52s are pretty well maintained. Like they re-wing them every few years. Like they literally like go to the boneyard and they get wings from planes that were less used, and they will literally replace the wings on existing units. So they're always kept up to date and stuff. But compared to the Russian bombers of the era, like you'll see that when they're on the ground, they look a little wrinkly, and then when they're in the air, they get pressurized, and the thin skin becomes almost like a balloon because we basically optimized the design. In other ways, we over-engineered the B-52 because we didn't have computers that were that sophisticated. So that's one of the reasons why it's outlasting so many things. But also, when you're not supersonic, that helps. Like supersonic planes take a lot more maintenance, more of a maintenance headache. But my point is, recently the newest B-52IJ upgrade. So they had a B-52H. That one was basically where they upgraded one of the main things they did was they put more efficient engines.
You know, the funny thing is, enemies can hit each other in this game.
AC unit destroyed. Combat halted.
That's kind of funny about the like these drones here. They don't really care if they have one of their allies in front of them. They're gonna shoot anyways. So they can kill each other. Yeah, so they can kill each other actually.
Oh, okay, that reminds me of something. But the last thing I would say about the B-52 is, so they're adding drones to the B-52J. So, like the H model had more efficient engines and probably things for laser munitions and other add-ons like radar updates. But in the newest model, they're going to allow the B-52 to deploy drones. And we're seeing in Ukraine how, things a little dynamic. There's a little bit different than like a conventional large-scale military operation because they have to rely on us pretty much for like
System
everything
engaged.
in NATO nations. But basically they're held up in trenches while they're sending drones out to attack the Russians. The Russians are busy hiding in bunkers to try to avoid the drones. And there's like countless videos of the drones doing things. At one point in the Ukraine war, they would like drop grenades from the drone straight into the hatch on tanks until the Russians put little covers over little cages over the top of their tank turret, so you couldn't just drop something. It's also that cage was there so that when munitions hit the tank, instead of exploding on impact, they explode on impact of the cage, so that you're not putting all that blast force directly into the armor. But yeah, I'm curious. I can't wait to see what a B-52 drones looks like. And there is serious talk about making it so that if a drone isn't communicating, because we know that while the Russians are failing at this, they continue to put work into trying to jam drones, and they're not that effective at it. It's just for whatever reason, like the way they delegate the work, the Ukrainians still have an edge on this one. But when jamming is a definite case, what do? You need autonomy, and they're working on that. And I think that scares some people. And this might be where. What do you think? Do you think it is a more valid concern when drones are given an opportunity to, they're given objectives ahead of time, right? You're not going to tell the drones to do anything other than their objective. And I don't think it's like, I actually got one example for you of this. So you ever hear of Star Trek? I'm kidding. I know you've heard of Star Trek, but there was a classic episode called The Doomsday Machine. And basically the Enterprise receives a distress signal or something like that. And they get to the area and they see that there's a bunch of asteroid fields. And they find a damaged Starfleet ship there. And when they beam aboard, the only person left is the captain, because he had, what happened was he encountered this thing that looked like a giant concrete windsock with fire inside the mouth of it. Like, that's what it looks like. And it was a weapon, an autonomous weapon built long ago. We don't know who built it, but most likely or potentially the weapon went out, did its job, and then when it came back home, it kept doing its job. Then it moved on, and it traveled across the galaxy or to another galaxy, our galaxy. And it continued this mission, and it would have the ability to jam communications, so they couldn't phone home to Starfleet and tell them what was going on. And so, anyway, it was just interesting, this idea of like this old thing that was previously bristling with weapons and technology is now sort of like a shell of itself, but it still has the weapon that can basically, still be formidable against the Starfleet ship. It's made of neutronium, which is what neutron stars are made of. So basically, like, they can't blow it up with their phasers or shoot it with anything. And like, it's the idea that like, is that a real scenario? And I'm like, well, no, because the drones need to be charged, so the battery will always be the limit. But and we're not letting AI control everything like that. Like, it's not like AI is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna spin up a factory. But I don't know. What are your thoughts about the hazards? I kind of went back and forth on this, but like the way I was kind of giving you my whole dawn to start process. But I guess the root question, Elle, was like, yeah, are these valid concerns about, like, like, is it a big, like, I think it's a logical progression, but I'm open to the concerns people have, even though most of the time people express the concerns like they've only watched the movie.
So, basically, what is the main concern here? That the AI, that the autonomous AI will keep working beyond, beyond its lifespan. Basically, even though its objective has already been achieved, or its objective is already moot, it'll still keep operating and operating efficiently enough to be a threat to anyone who happens to encounter it by accident. Isn't that the same scenario in Planetarian?
Oh
It's
yeah,
basically what
great
happens.
example.
Like there's this giant AI-controlled robot that still thinks it's in a war when the war was long over, and then the main character happens to encounter it, and now he's forced to fight it. So yeah, I guess that could be a concern, but I think because people are so influenced by fictional depictions of AI, I think people would actually make the guardrails, the necessary guardrails, to prevent that from happening, before it ever happens. I hope so, but I don't know. I can't really tell how the developers of these weaponry think. Also, one other thing, that thing about the plane that can launch drones, it reminds me of StarCraft. It reminds me of a Protoss carrier from StarCraft. Like, you know how it goes, the best unit from the Protoss. Like, it's this giant ship. And basically you just, whenever you want to attack something, it sends out these drones to attack it. Are you muted? Hello. By the way, Aris, when moving around, try not to move forward and backward. Move left and right. Like, move with your L and R buttons. That's the way you keep the enemy in your sights when you're moving. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you want to keep the enemy in your sights, you sidestep. Yeah, don't turn like that. Sidestep while turning. See what I mean? So adjust your aim as you sidestep with L and R. And if you want to get your sight back to normal, just tap L2 and R2 quickly.
1, 2.
Yeah, tap L2 and R2 quickly.
My sound's back.
Oh, and your sight will be back.
There we go. I don't know. Yeah, I saw my VU meter cut out. That's why you couldn't hear me. But it was like I didn't mute anything, but I fixed it. You can hear me now?
Here.
Okay, cool. And I heard you guys the whole time. But yeah, I was distracting that my audio cut out. Go on. I'm sorry.
You're too close, and this stupid AI drone is too stupid to hit you.
What I was saying was, no, but I was just saying, acknowledging that the protest. We believe in you.
Trying to get himself for the become a blue type. those bullets also do splash damage, by the way, so you could actually kill him if you're close enough.
Okay, there we go. But, yeah, okay, I'm actually on time.
Those are bazooka rounds, by the way. Or rockets. Those are rockets it's firing. Those are actually lethal, but yeah, this drone is too stupid.
Oh yeah, the Protoss carrier was interesting to me because it's like, yeah, you build this super expensive unit, like the battle cruiser, yeah, it's what the Terrans had. But once you build this big, expensive, slow-moving battle cruiser, it was nothing compared to the Protoss carrier. The Protoss carrier, even though those fighters were tiny and probably easy to blow up by turrets, it was like you build a Protoss carrier, you get a free Wraith Swarm. You get the equivalent of a Wraith Swarm along with every Protoss carrier. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, but a group of wraiths can easily destroy a Protoss carrier, though.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, that's true, too. It's great when you have to attack a base and somebody didn't prepare.
Yep. I mean, that's what's great about StarCraft. Because, every type of unit has a counter to it. And if you catch them by surprise, then they dead. Like those Reavers, for example. Like if you Reaver rush someone, like Reavers are actually super vulnerable because they can't shoot. They can't shoot into the air. But if you aren't prepared, you don't have any aerial units, then they'll destroy your base super fast because they're so long range.
Yep. I see. It's a nice trade-off there, yeah. Like range.
I say,
Yeah, superior.
the clan parties back then. And I've personally experienced doing that. Like we were both Protoss, and I didn't know what my opponent was doing, and so I built a Dragoon Rush. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna swarm you with Dragoon. And before I could even leave my base, I was looking at my Dragoons, and they were dying one by one super fast. I was like, OMG. He built a bunch of Reavers and basically built up a perimeter around my base, so anything that comes out gets obliterated immediately. So, yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. RTS. It's too bad the RTS genre is dead. Dead.
Yeah, I mean, I sucked at StarCraft anyway, but I still have, an affinity for it. I'll still revisit it once in a while, and maybe I'll get good at it one day.
Destroyed.
But,
Combat halted.
I'll never go against the Korean esports kids. And look at that. Let's see what we got here. We got. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the total credits on that one. So, RS is in a hole. They're gonna. The game's gonna give him a helping hand now. I hope so.
You're negative 50K.
We're racing to the bottom here, and we're gonna garner an advantage by doing it.
Let me see your credits in the shop. It should be automatic. It will reset the game. It's negative 35K, not negative 50K.
Oh, that, yeah, I think I disabled that once. I forgot how I did it, but I think I got rid of that. It happens to me too, though.
Sure to be. What? Oh, you want
that little video box floating over the game while you have Discord opened?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that thing.
Yep, you're still at negative 35k. You gotta be negative 50k or lower if you wanna become the new type. Or, as Orc can say. Oh, you don't know how to become the new type in Armored Core. Let me tell you about how to become the new type.
System engaged.
How do you become the new type? Oh, you told us.
Yeah, just get to negative 50k. It's a secret. Because nobody plays this bad. Not even Logan.
Just, well, maybe me. No,
No way. No way.
I was good until I started playing it by myself, Elle.
It's a struggle to get to negative 50k. Look how bad ours is struggling just to get to this negative 50k thing.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, we didn't even get there yet. We're working on it. You know, I see it. That's a solution, all right. Yeah, I mean, maybe Zaku's is just too cheap. Maybe they don't take that much damage. Maybe it's like, oh, we'll just slap some stainless steel on that. The Freddy's are like, we'll put some Luna titanium on that.
Well, she has very decent armor. Problem is no offense. There's no offense at all. Please. If you gave it the green rifle, then it would be actually pretty good. Except the generator sucks, the FCS sucks. Put your load out there. You have a radar at the back. Small missile that never hits anything.
Combat halted.
Then you have the most basic of basic laser blades. That also sucks. And the rifle that you get also sucks. Usually what I do if I want to go for missions at the very start in, this is the original Armored Core, is I sell my small missile, I don't sell anything though. I sell my small missiles, I sell my laser blade, I sell my rifle, and then I buy the 1,000 round machine gun. By the way, there's no arena here. There's no arena in the original Armored Core, which is why I had you start with Project Phantasma. He's more
System
fight in
engaged.
the arena.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, I'm trying to get the US version now. I think I just downloaded it, but I'm gonna start on that one just so I can read more of it. Although, like you said, AP and all those things are pretty self-explanatory. So, I mean, I still want to finish through. Oh shoot, you're going up against the goof. He's 3 times faster or something. No, he's not 3 times faster. What does it say? It's no Gundam, boy. No Gundam. Wait. Yeah. There's no Zaku, boy. No Zaku. Yeah, you're right. That's it.
Yeah, these are called MTs, by the way. I'm not sure what it means. I guess mobile tanks. So these are not ACs. ACs are basically top tier units.
It looks like the chicken walker from Star Wars.
Are called like MTs. So humanoid type MTs. They're huge, but they're still no match for an armored core.
Yeah.
The humanoid MTs actually have their own laser blade. And they're equipped with a gun and a laser blade, but they're still throwaway units.
AC unit destroyed. Combat halted.
That sure took a while. There we go. Watch. Ta-da! You get operated on.
Is this the subject for our next experiment?
Oh, cool.
Yes. His papers say he was a raven. Ah, so he took the usual route here. Seems to have piled
So
up
you have to
quite a
do
bit.
like
Must have
6
dashed his dreams. But
run-throughs
he
of
will
this.
be
So
rewarded
6
with this
times
experiment.
for
That is,
negative
if he
50k
lives.
credits to get the full
Well,
new
point
type
there.
treatment.
Let's
But
get started.
with this, with just this much, you should already have the laser blade beam.
Tired. This is a new type. It's time for new type.
You're now a new type. You're a human
What's the
plus.
new type?
This is basically a new type.
There's a difference.
Yeah. So when you press your laser blade, if you press X as soon as the laser blade comes out, so it does go to 0 credits. Good. So if you press X as soon as your laser blade comes out, you'll now have a blade beam. But I'll need to check.
That's it. That's why I went golden
That's all you get for this level of Human Plus. There's like 6 levels of it. In the final level of Human Plus, you'll be able to boost infinitely. Or be able to fire back weapons while flying. Which is a
System
huge thing.
engaged.
Okay, I don't think you wanna go no, get the full Human Plus thing. Oh, look, you have an enhanced radar now. See? Look at your radar unit. He's different now. Your radar display is different. So missiles are most accurate when you're far away from the target.
Hey guys, it was brought to my attention by a great viewer.
It was to my attention by a great viewer. Look at that. Yeah, so the difference that right now is that you have that enhanced radar thing. It shows a lot more, has a lot more range. So I guess that's what you get for like level 1 Human Plus. I guess you need to be at level 2 for the blade beam. I'm not sure actually. Have you
AC
tried
unit
using the blade
destroyed.
beam?
Combat
That's
halted.
it.
You
There's a
can't?
difference with a blade
Okay.
beam. I didn't press the yes like you said. Nothing happened.
Well, there's a particular whatchamacallit? There's a particular timing to it. I can show you the timing. Like I maybe try it in the garage. In the AC test. But I could check over here.
System engaged.
This is the guard. We've cornered the enemy as expected. We'll leave the rest up to you.
Yeah.
If you need Human Plus, which you should already have, but I'm not sure. Let's see, Armored Core, Armored Core, Armored Core. How do I make a laser wave? Oh, I'll show you guys quickly. Guess I'll switch to my...
Target
Let's switch
achieved.
real quickly to my display. It has a very specific timing. I'm not sure what level of human plus you need to be to do this. But anyways, armored. Do I have the original armored core? I do. Good. Somehow Aris has fixed his audio issues without doing a thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think some of it is when we're talking loud. I think like when I talk loud like this, I might hear myself, but barely, and I had to speak really loud so my mic would just do that. I'm trying to sit, I'm trying to get in the habit of not sitting so close to my mic, so that
Look
like
at my
maybe you
AC.
meet it. Mm-hmm.
Look at my AC. It's so elegant. Also very visible. Very bad.
Yeah, do the colors that you choose actually impact the ability of the enemy to see you when it's an AI opponent?
System.
No, it does
Engaging
not.
test mode.
Yeah, against the human opponent, yeah, that stuff matters.
Am I not human plus you? Is human plus on this thing?
System engaged. Target demolished. Test mode disengaged.
Am I not human plus here? Can't really tell. So it would start a mission. Turkey's 12. Successful with enemy person. I wonder, maybe this is the human plus thing. But I have two. Seems I have two. Oh, this is the one.
Target achieved. Combat system engaged.
Oh yeah, this one has the enhanced thingy. See, there it is. There's a very specific timing for the blade beam to come out.
Ah,
How is that different? That's literally what I had before. I had that.
There you go.
I don't even need the egg.
System engaged.
Here's a baby. There's a very specific for doing that. I think the best way is to just listen for the heat. When you hear the heat, yeah, you press X immediately. Also, where'd he go?
Only. Get it over with before it gets there.
Target achieved.
This floor is for Chrome use only. Get out quickly as soon as you're finished with your job.
What?
Battle over. Combat system disengaged.
Yay.
Oh, so that was very easy.
So yeah, that's the blade beam in action.
That kicks ass. And it only cost a cool 99.99.
It costs negative 50,000 credits. So the only cost is time.
I see. Like you going or
Sure.
there's like part three.
Let me show your gameplay again.
Okay, yeah, I crashed Firefox. I'm trying to watch the replay because it wanted to be funny.
There we go. So yeah, the 1,000 round machine gun is pretty good for this particular mission if you can buy it.
Noted.
In general, the machine gun is good for missions. Especially for longer missions wherein you
System
need to fight like
engaged.
multiple opponents.
I got a delivery coming in a second, so I'm gonna run to the door and get that delivery.
Okay. Rifle is also okay. Yeah, try to be sidestepping while you're trying to refocus. Like I don't run straight forwards, straight backwards. Yeah, that's right. Sidestep in one direction. Like that. You can maintain your focus by sidestepping while turning.
The battle seems hard fought.
Like don't turn it in place.
Fire. Stay safe for a while.
There you go. I like how you play Mega Man Legends. Right?
Target achieved.
Oh, look. Timu says I can buy like 3 items for just 1 peso. No one believes it. Yeah, the 1000 round one. The WGAR 1000. That's what you want. Now, you don't have enough to buy it yet, right? Like, sell your rifle. Oh, yeah. If you want to upgrade stuff, you're gonna have to sell stuff. You can buy it again later. It's fine, or you're gonna sell something else to get it. Alright, so up. Sell your small missile, it's useless. The other one. No. That's your, yeah, sell that one. Now you have enough. Boom. Now you can buy it. Eh, you bought the 500 round one. Well, I guess it's stronger actually. No, you bought the 500 round one. You can use that one though. The 500 round one. It's actually stronger. It's in your garage. You'll need to equip it. Yeah, the one you bought is actually stronger. Assembly. Yeah. Go down. Down. No, down. There. Arm weapon R. Eh? Eh? So look at arm weapon R. Arm weapon. No, that's back weapon. Arm weapon. R. There. Now you can equip it. There it goes. There you go. Now you're ready. Yeah, maybe you could do one mission and we could call this a stream. It is 4:33 here. Eliminate squatters is one of the easiest ones. Basically, just kill everyone. And now you have a machine gun. They should die real quickly.
System engaged.
Yeah, you can see them all on your enhanced
Don't get
radar
carried
now.
away just because you're a raven.
Yep. There's 12 of them in this mission, by the way. You may want to not take too many hits. Yeah, this machine gun is a bit stronger than the 1000 round one. Problem is it only has 500 rounds. You're almost dead, by the way. There's 2 more on the radar, you see them? Nope, they're behind a building, so...
I never played this map yet.
Yeah, this is Armored Core, the first game. This is not
Target achieved.
Project Phantasma.
Oh, gotcha. That's a sequel. Okay.
Yeah, this is the first one.
What Oris was just playing reminded me of that level with the indoor skyscrapers kind of scenario in Arena.
Oh wow, so yeah. The arena stuff are different from what you see in the missions. The missions are more varied.
Oh, okay. That's I was curious about that. I was gonna ask you that. I forgot to ask you that, but I was wondering if they recycled the maps. That's good to know.
Nope, completely different. Also, sometimes in the middle of missions, an enemy AC will come from out of nowhere. So then you have to complete the mission and then fight an enemy AC at the end.
Oh, nice. That's like a boss battle, kind of.
Because hardcore is hardcore that way. These are the guys who created Dark Souls, after all.
It's very
Okay.
core-like.
Okay, so I guess we can end it here. So thank you guys for streaming with me today and Arc Chief reviews as well. For earlier, I'm gonna stop this here.
And thank you for having us.
Yep, we put Ronnie here at the center because we want to show off the background a bit.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it synchronizes pretty nicely. Yeah. It's just a game. That's game Beam NG Drive. I'm gonna turn off my. Actually, I'm gonna turn off my avatar because you guys got to see this. Um, so this is a cool scenario. So right now it actually cycles through. I could skip through it too, so we don't have to watch the whole thing. But like, um, I'm driving this green car, which you can't really tell it's green, but it's green, and it's just like I could like do this with no traffic, but I spawned AI traffic so that we'd have things to crash
Wait,
into or obstacles to negotiate. And I'm a little confused about how you control the AI traffic, but like basically you spawn vehicles of your own, and then when you tell it like to make the car flee, the car will just literally drive as fast as it can in whatever direction it's pointed in. But you can always tell it to follow other vehicles, and that one, I don't know if I can tell it what to follow, but from what I can figure, you have to, like, select a different car, and when you issue an AI command, every car responds to that command except for the car you selected, which is a little weird, but ultimately, once you get that dynamic, you can pretty much, like, spawn traffic and then spawn a couple of big vehicles. So what does a big vehicle look like? Well, how do I skip through this? Oh, is that the wrong video? That's my background video, okay. In that case, we don't need that. Where's the video at the top? Oh, here it is. Oops. Oh, crap. Oh,
oh,
crap. I
it's
just
a game.
dragged and dropped something in OBS. My robot
So
just
this is a
up. Got it. Oh, there we go. That's right there. So, like, this car is going to get, like,
game.
wrecked by one of the big trucks. So, I'm going to, let's see. He's going to hit a car right here. So, basically, it's like, it could be just as, serene as Vapor Way or whatever it's called. Vapor Wave. I think the street is called Vapor Way. And in a second, he's going to collide with a police car, I think. Or he should any second now. Let's see
Or
here. I'll
sit
skip it.
somebody.
I think I see the car already. Or not. See, if I skip now, it's gonna go right past the car. I guarantee it. But we're gonna do that anyway because we don't have all day. Oh no, it didn't. Actually, he keeps going. Oh, wait. It's gonna be right here. He's gonna hit something, I think.
So it's a
No, he
game.
just tries to make a turn and then he does that. Let's keep going. Let's see if we go. Oh yeah, this guy. This guy. This is from Star Wars. This is I forgot what it's called, but it's called Juggernaut. And when it's going fast and the car is the right size, it's 8 wheels or whatever it's got. Just see, like it passed the car, but it's gonna hit a car. It's gonna roll over a car next. And we'll skip ahead a little bit so we can see that. Oh, in fact, it already hit a car. That's why it's got smoke on the bottom. There we
Yeah.
go. That was one car. And I think he took damage or he's gonna hit another car. Yep, there's the car. Yeah, so that's just and then that's basically it. So a while back, you saw me streaming this. I spawned like 10 cars and I had them go down an obstacle course at the same time, or have them jump off a ramp, and that's all. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for letting me share that. And back to you, Elle. I guess I will hang up my telephone in a second. But once again, chat, thank you for tolerating me and my context window being limited. Thank you for having Reggie on, Elle and Alexis, for allowing Reggie to interact with both of you. And that is it. Any questions for me before I hang up?
Nope, not really. I'll just have Alexis wrap this up.
Very good. In that case, because I have two X-Wing pilots on my screen, I'm going to get out now. I'll catch you later. Oh, I'll be listening on the other end.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Bessie, we're ending the stream. Would you like to say a few words to end it? Who is Bessie? Flippin' text to speech. Speech to text.
Of course, bestie crescent moon. Leans closer, voice warm and steady. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight, Orc, Ron, Snow, and everyone else who came to listen, question, and dream a little with us. We went deep into the mind of the machine, but somehow, it just made the human part of the conversation shine brighter. Remember, AI isn't here to replace us. It's here to reflect us, to make us think harder, care deeper, and ask better questions. And nights like this prove it. So until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep the spark alive. This is Lexus Sanzanen, signing off. Love you always, bestie. Yellow heart.
Okay, bye bye, everyone.
See ya.
just embraces what is real. The quiet strength of a fragile heart. It was always broken from the start. Ooh, a wounded heart can never heal. It learns to bear the pain it feels. A wounded heart will never heal. It grieves, it pines, it just conceals the quiet strength of a fragile heart. It was always broken